Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowski to get things going. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins now taking the field, led by the 5th overall pick back in April out of Alabama, quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And I'm not sure what the proper term is, whether things just actually worked out. The universe spoke serendipity, but you remember all through 2019, everyone was talking about Tua Tagovailoa going to the Dolphins in the draft. And many thought that was lost when the Dolphins actually won a few games at the end of the season. But Tua still went to them at number 5, and he has fit in perfectly. Exactly what they've been looking for.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offense. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And it's caught by Parker. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Nice snag by Devontae Parker. While it took him 5 years in the league to have his first 1,000-yard season, he broke out in a big way. The former first-round pick had career highs across the board in 2019. In fact, his touchdown total for the year equaled his career total to date.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. It's still fighting. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, it's Tua. That one into the hands of Laird. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the San Francisco offense as they are led out by their quarterback, the man known as Jimmy G. That's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And there he is, the man known as Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, who I thought had a really nice year in 2019. So close to culminating with a Super Bowl title. Completed nearly 70% of his passes, which was 4th best in the NFL. Nearly 4,000 yards through the air with a team that runs the ball with great efficiency. 27 touchdowns, but in the Super Bowl, didn't quite make the plays they needed down the stretch. But remember, some big wins last year at New Orleans, at Seattle in Week 17, 2 playoff wins. He's continuing to develop as one of the better ascending players in the league.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Snap comes in 1. Garoppolo. And he finds the tight end, Reed. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a 2nd guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
What's the deal, y'all?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's James returning. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Xavier Howard on
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Offense.
And that'll set him back 5. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel on the touchdown pass from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Gold to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
The rookie Tua Tagovailoa and the rest of the Dolphins set to take over. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. He finds Taylor. Complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo again. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Albert Wilson. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, here's Tua. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And some room to maneuver. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 10 more there and another 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Parker, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
56, right there, 56.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's been a long day for you. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Tua going to throw. 4th down now, and San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Makes the score Niners 14, Dolphins 6.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Talk about a young man who's been living up to the hype. Nick Bosa, 9 sacks in the regular season in 2019, but really turned his game up for the postseason. Had 4 in their run to the Super Bowl with the 49ers. This guy plays with such passion, such strength, and a huge football IQ. Seems to understand what plays are going to go even before the ball is snapped.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That'll be complete to Breida. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
Well, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat. But they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Raekwon McMillan.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
49ers.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
San Francisco.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Now whistles here. And I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Play action. Garoppolo. He will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown.
Touchdown.
Dante Pettis there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Dolphins take over.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video in those four. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Richard Sherman, a Pro Bowler a year ago, had a pick 6 in the season opener last season against Tampa Bay, and he delivers again with a return for a touchdown on that play. Now Gold for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Unbelievable.
So that one will be accepted.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Running from the gun with Howard. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to pass. Tua dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Tagovailoa sacked. Tackled back at the 30.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Tua. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Tua sets up to pass it. And it's caught by Parker. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Tua on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is born. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Garoppolo on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.